everyone, a very logical day to all of you. So the first editorial of the Indian Express, July 29, 2023. Let's read what we have here. The heading says moving forward. So where are we going? We'll see. Here, the center's decision to ask the CBI to probe the sexual assault of 2 women in Manipur captured on video, which has triggered nationwide outrage, and to seek the Supreme Court's nod for shifting the trial out to Assam are steps in the right direction. Implicit in these decisions is the admission that the administration in Imphal cannot be trusted to conduct a fair and transparent investigation into the incident and ensure justice in the case. So a very good piece of this article to understand what the assumption is and what can be the inference or what can be the conclusion will come later on. Okay. Now see, if the author says that this incident triggered nationwide outrage, right, and then the center decided to ask the CBI to probe this assault, right? Now this Supreme Court's nod, that means Supreme Court agreed here that the trial would be out to Assam, shifted to Assam. These are steps in the right direction. So now when the trial is shifted to Assam, what can be assumed here? What can be concluded from this? ये भी समझ में आ जाता है कि अगर trial है, इतना sensitive matter है, and the trial is not to be held there in Manipur but in Assam, that means it could be actually politically affected maybe. In Manipur कुछ भी हो सकता है वहाँ पे, इसीलिए एक zero ground पे ले आए, असम में लेके आ गए. ये हो सकता है उनका assumption कि यहाँ पे कुछ problem नहीं होगी. Conclusion देखते हैं. देखो implicit word आ जाता है. Even today somebody was asking implicit means what? So implicit and explicit में implicit means something that is hinted at, implied, unstated, hidden. In these decisions is the admission. See, that the administration in Imphal cannot be trusted to conduct a fair and transparent investigation. तो जो implicit था वही assumption हुआ ना. उन्होंने जब ट्रायल को शिफ्ट किया असम में, तो उनका क्या मानना था कि मणिपुर इम्फाल में वो फेयर डिसीजन नहीं आएगा, फेयर इन्वेस्टिगेशन नहीं हो सकेगा into the incident and ensure justice in the case. So, right? So the problem with assumption नहीं होना चाहिए यहाँ पे, क्योंकि assumption मतलब you take something for granted before you state something. Now the incident took place on May 4 and a 0 FIR was filed on May 18. However, the first arrest was made only a week ago. So May निकल गया, June निकल गया, July निकल गया, अब जाके हुआ है. And after a video of the assault surfaced on social media, at least 6 others who were allegedly part of the mob that attacked the women have been arrested. CBI, according to the Union Home Minister, would help establish the chain of complicities in the crime. Chain of complicity. Complicit means those people who have a hand in some wrongdoing. ठीक है, ये पूरा establish कर सकेगी CBI. This is understandable considering the ethnic polarization in Manipur. Right? This is something that we have been reading in the past month almost. ठीक है, तो मेइतेस और वो जो दूसरी communities थी, इन सब में problems चल रही हैं. All this was going on in Manipur and we've read several articles. So with large sections of the administration, including the police, mirroring the social divisions and clashes. So this is understandable. मतलब ये हम conclude कर सकते हैं या ये समझ सकते हैं कि ethnic polarization है, तो CBI को क्या करना पड़ेगा? It will help establish the chain of complicities in the crime. So reports have pointed out that the assault on the women happened in the presence of police personnel who refused to intervene at the time of crime or pursue the matter later. ठीक है, ये problem है. The people refused to intervene. It arguably requires a competent agency from outside Manipur to investigate the case without prejudice and provide to ensure that. Now, it is also best for the trial to be held outside Manipur when institutions will not be under pressure from partisan impulses or local interests. This was what was assumed, and now he is giving a reason कि देखो इसी वजह से CBI अगर बाहर काम करेंगे, that means if the trial is held elsewhere, it would be better for the people. The Supreme Court has in the past taken such measures when it felt that due process was in danger of being compromised. So this is a justification that the author is giving. It is right because the first sentence also said that this is a right step to be taken. And now he is coming up with the reasoning. These are important steps forward, but the center must also address the political vacuum in Manipur. It is now clear that Chief Minister Biren Singh is part of the problem. Close to 150 people have died, thousands have been displaced, and property including places of worship has been destroyed. On this watch since May, Prime Minister Narendra Modi repeatedly talks about the merits of the double-engine Sarkar in Manipur. One engine appears to have broken down and needs to be replaced. Okay, so this is like the point of the author कि ठीक है इसे replace करना जरूरी है. Replace करेंगे तो there would be a vacuum, and if there is a vacuum that needs to be filled, so that the state can at least come back to be to the normal. Till now, in these two paragraphs, the author has come up with his point to see whatever step the government has taken ahead and the SC has agreed to do it is in the right direction. Now, in Gujarat, just ahead of the 2022 assembly elections, the BJP had replaced the entire state cabinet, including the chief minister. Now, if the party could risk such a radical makeover for electoral reasons, it's diffidence in Manipur. Diffidence means where you're not confident enough. So confidence, lack of confidence को हम diffidence बोलेंगे, right? So if it's diffidence in Manipur where the political leadership has failed to stem the violence, raises questions. ठीक है, जब उन्होंने this is the reasoning that the author is giving with the example of Gujarat. ठीक है, तो जब गुजरात में उन्होंने ऐसा पूरा radical makeover कर दिया था, तो फिर मणिपुर में क्यों नहीं कर सकते, और मणिपुर में करने से क्यों डर है, या मणिपुर में ये पूरा altogether change लाने में why are they lacking the courage to do so or the confidence to do so? Because you need somebody, you need a proper leadership to stem that violence. ठीक है, वो violence खत्म होनी चाहिए, रुक जानी चाहिए. And if they are not able to do it or not doing it, then this raises questions according to the author. There has been no casualties since July 17. But sporadic incidents of firing and arson continue to be reported from different parts of the state. The ethnic fault lines continue to be active, and tensions have also spilled over to neighboring Mizoram and Assam, which are witnessing mobilizations against the Meiteis. Against this backdrop, तो यहाँ पे author ने फिर से reasoning दिया कि the political vacuum is to be filled, or that person some concrete step is to be taken, right? And why it is not yet taken raises questions. Giving a reasoning that, see, the neighboring countries, the neighboring states are also feeling that tension now. The tension is like passing to the other states. And against this backdrop, the political leadership in Manipur has to step up, win back the trust of different communities, and start the process of reconciliation and healing. ये करना ही पड़ेगा उनको. तो एक प्रॉपर लीडर अगर आता है, वहां पे गवर्नमेंट सही बनती है फिर से, तो ये होगा. एंड इट इज क्लियर दैट बीरेन सिंह कांट बी द फेस ऑफ दैट आउटरीच. आउटरीच का मतलब है यू रीच आउट टू द मासेस एंड देन यू टॉक टू देम एंड देन यू हील देम. तो वो एक कॉमन टच चाहिए जो कि मिस्टर बीरेन सिंह के पास नहीं है. ठीक है, मासेस के साथ कैसे डील करना है, बिकॉज नाउ द पीपल हैव लॉस्ट ट्रस्ट इन द state government, you can say, or Mr. Biren Singh for specifically if you say. तो political leadership में change लाना पड़ेगा. Government नहीं ला रही है, it is raising a question here, right? So now let us see what we have here in the main idea. Center does well to call in CBI. Does well में उससे first point आ गई कि it has done the right thing. But political vacuum in Manipur ये भी है, and it remains a concern. Because this is not being done. The change is not yet happening. A particular step is not being taken there regarding the political vacuum. But the step that the government has taken and the SC has given a nod to, that is okay, fine. Okay, so we don't have anything in vocabulary today. So that's all for today. And Fine. If you have been reading all the pointers that I've given you, that you have to read, kindly do that. If you have not read, so kindly do that. So that's all for today, and stay logical and have a very logical day ahead.